Momentum for Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders' presidential bid may be growing based on his reception at a forum in Keene, New Hampshire. Sanders headed to Keene after the parade and a speech in Brattleboro, Vermont.
I have recently introduced legislation that says two basic things. Number one, public colleges, every public college and public university in America will be tuition free. And number two, we're going to end the absurdity by which people today are paying 6 or 9% interest rates on student debt at the same time they could refinance their home for 2 or 3%. So we're going to allow people to refinance their debt at a lower interest rate. And then on top of that, what Obama did, which was a step forward, he said, look, I don't want the banks making profit off of student debt. We'll have the government do that. Well, I think, between you and me, the government should not be making billions of dollars of profit on debt being paid by low-income and middle-class families. We're going to get the government out of making profits on student debt. And when you see somebody on TV telling you that Social Security is going broke, tell them, or at least yell at the television, and tell them that ain't true. Social Security has $2.5 trillion in the trust fund, can pay out every benefit owed to every eligible American for the next 18 years. And when they tell you Social Security is responsible for our deficit, or has added to our deficit, tell them that's not true either, because as all of you know, Social Security is funded independently through the payroll tax. We have introduced legislation, and as president, I will fight hard to make this law that extends Social Security for another 30 to 40 years on top of the 18 and expands benefits. And you know how we do that? We scrap the cap that currently exists. I was in Concord, we were in Epping, and we were in Portsmouth. We had huge turnout. So let me tell you a secret. We're going to win New Hampshire.
And you know, we will be hearing a lot more from Bernie Sanders, too. Our thanks to YCN's Dan Carbonera for covering this story. YCN News will bring you more news of Sanders' visit to southern Vermont and on the points Sanders made that were met with enthusiasm.